Okay, the title of this video is basically going to, by the way, I don't script these videos, and I like to use that excuse for maybe why they come out like shit usually. Hey, the reason these videos are crap is because I don't script them. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, I just talk off the cuff about whatever I thought of 5 minutes ago. So maybe that can help explain why the quality, like, my points are not always great, and I tend to wander. Of course, it doesn't explain it. I just tend to wander. But anyways, and I noticed I started off my videos with okay. Like I noticed everybody on YouTube likes to have their little bullshit catchphrase. It's like their little trademark, and they all like purposefully do it. Whatever it may be, they always kind of say the same thing. And I noticed I 100,000% didn't plan it that way, but I just noticed I always just say okay because I don't know what to say to start my videos. It just seems natural to say. So I guess that's going to be my little catchphrase. Not that anybody watches my videos, but I wanted to make a video today because what's annoying me is Destiny 2, and more specifically another issue, which is all of the fucking people that bitch all the time about 60 FPS, 60 FPS, 60 FPS. Oh, it's 30 FPS. Shut the fuck up! Okay? There's a lot of things in this life, and they reach a certain point, I've noticed, where the people who whine about the problem are 10 fucking thousand times more of a problem and more annoying than the actual problem. To me, like, the prototypical area of this is airlines. All you hear is fucking bitching about airlines. Oh god, the airlines are so bad. Oh, like, shut the fuck up! I don't care! Don't fucking fly then! Go fucking away! It's so annoying. I've never actually gotten on an airline in my life, to be honest with you. What few long trips I've taken have been car road trips. But, so I don't give a fuck, and all you hear is constant whining and whining about the airlines and online media and, mostly, I guess, internet. It's not like a whole lot of people in real life whine about airlines as much. But, oh, God, online, oh, the airline, shut the fuck up. Like, I've never had a bad experience with an airline. I've never gone on an airline. You know what annoys my life? You fuckers who won't shut the fuck up about airlines. Who cares? It's so annoying. Everyone who wants to bitch about an airline needs to be punched in the face. So that's a prime example. I know there are many others, but I can't really think of a lot of them right now. But where the bitching about the problem far exceeds the actual problem. The problem is the fucking whiners, not the alleged problem. In the case of the airline industry or whatever. And I would say that the 60 FPS is kind of a similar issue. Like, the worst thing is all the fucking bitching about something not being in 60 FPS that happens all the time. Not the fact that it's not 60 FPS. And it's the same case with Destiny 2. There's all this First of all, anyone who has a fucking brain should have known Destiny 2 is going to be 30 FPS, okay? Every fucking game, more or less, is 30 FPS. Okay, look at all these fucking Sony exclusives people think are the greatest fucking games ever online. Oh, Horizon SJW, it's so amazing. Oh, let me just spooge all over myself. How many billions and billions and billions of hours of podcasts and comments do we read about how incredible Horizon SJW is? How many frames per second is Horizon SJW? Let me give you a little fucking hint. It's 30 FPS. But that doesn't stop people from, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. But somehow Destiny 2 can't be 30 FPS? Fuck off, Like, golly. What about fucking Uncharted? Uncharted 4, guess what it is? 30 FPS. Now, if I recall, they made the multiplayer 60. Kind of. It's not even 60. It's 45. It's shitty, halfway between 30 and 60. Not only that, but they had to decrease the resolution. I think it was like 900p in multiplayer just to get to 45 FPS. Is that what you want? You know, it's not even fucking 1080p. Oh my god, shut up, people. You know, like I said, I had like a 1% hope that Destiny 2 was 60 FPS. But it was just like 60 FPS. I mean, 1% hope. I didn't really think it was going to be. And I don't even give a shit. You know, I'm not one of these people, oh, 60 FPS or bust. First of all, in campaigns, who gives a fuck? I'll take better eye candy, better graphics over 60 FPS every fucking day. Secondly, in multiplayer, I don't even think it's a big deal. I played freaking hundreds and hundreds of hours listening to multiplayer. I love it. It's the funnest multiplayer I've ever played. It's 30 FPS. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Shut up, people. Okay, and another thing is Destiny 2 is on PC. So nobody should bitch about it. If it's that important to you, go get a fucking PC and play at 60 FPS to your heart's fucking content. And shut the fuck up about it. Holy smokes. And if you're going to sit there and say, like, oh, I only have a PS4. First of all, if you can afford a PS4 and Xbox One, those are hundreds of dollars. You could have afforded a fucking PC. You can put together a basic PC for, you know, $400, $300, $600, maybe tops dollars. You can build a budget PC for cheap with a powerful enough and on PC you can tone down the graphical settings to reach 60. So you could build a PC for probably $400, tone down the graphical settings, and run Destiny 2 at 60 FPS all day long. If you supposedly only care about 60 FPS, you shouldn't be worried about the graphics anyway. So shut the fuck up, people. Fuck, it's annoying. I didn't see all this backlash. I believe Uncharted 3 multiplayer was 30 FPS. Where was the fucking backlash about that? Where was the people screaming about, oh, Uncharted 3 is only 30 FPS? Where was the fucking bitching about Uncharted 4 45 FPS? You know? Where was the fucking bitching about Infamous Second Son 30 FPS? Where was the fucking bitching about Last Guardian 30 FPS? You know, all these games were fucking 30 FPS that all were hyped to hell and back. Where was the bitching about Drive Club? Now, to me, there's a few genres where 60 FPS actually seems to matter. An FPS campaign isn't one of them. A multiplayer FPS shooter, I think, is a good thing. I mean, I'm not good enough with these games to notice, to tell the difference. But if you're highly competitive or whatever, I guess 60 FPS is good. But really, you know, all I'm saying is, like, and another genre that 60 FPS actually matters in, apparently, is driving games. People in their driving games really like 60 FPS. Okay, but where was the bitching about Drive Club? All I heard about Drive Club is how incredible it looks. Yeah, it's 30 fucking frames per second, and Forza's 60 fucking frames per second. You know? It's got half the load in the GPU because it's half the frames per second. Of course it looks good. But why aren't you bitching about, oh, it's not 60 FPS? You know, if it's a Drive Club 2, I guarantee it'll be fucking 30 FPS. And I guarantee every fucking comment in the comments won't be, oh, this trash isn't 60 FPS. Because look at some of these comments in this Destiny 2 video. Every comment is bitching about the frame rate. No dedicated servers in 30 FPS multiplayer game. Who is hype up for this trash? Okay, I looked at this guy's fucking videos, and as you figure, most people that bash something are always PlayStation fanboys. They don't like multi-platforms because they're not exclusive. Maybe if Sony had the marketing deal on one, which they do have the marketing deal on Destiny, they'll sometimes get behind it. But generally speaking, you gotta understand that Sony fanboys, everything is viewed through the lens of console wars. You know, that's all they think about. They're not thinking about games, they're not thinking about fun, they're thinking about console wars. So multiplayer has always been, this way it is, a NeoGAF or multi-platforms have always been the enemy to them. That's how stupid and zealous and partisan their attitude is. If you can, you know, they don't like something you can play on Xbox 2, no matter how good the game is. So they're not going to like Destiny 2 because it's multi-platform. Now, if it's a PS exclusive, they'd all be hyping this shit up. You know, they'd all be fucking nuts over it. All these comments would be about how great this game was. Not all these bashing. This guy, I went and I looked at this guy's liked videos and shit, and what do you know? All his liked videos are like, you know, Sony PS4. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So he's a PS4 fanboy. Oh, what a fucking shock that is, you know? Oh, 30 FPS in 2007. Well, buy a fucking PC. Buy a fucking PC then, dumb shit. Buy a fucking PC, you know? At first, it really looked like No Man's Sky. What the fuck is that talking about? Destiny 1.5, we want your money again. 30 FPS and FPS games in 2017, low. What a bunch of shit. So that's all I'm saying. Shut the fuck up about 60 FPS. Fucking morons.